Seen a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
5 yards to go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. This time, Wentz will throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Colts 7, Raiders nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow, they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into it.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now some movement before the snap. And we hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Johnson, throwing on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, the pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The score, Colts 7, Raiders 3.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This one caught by Davis. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Taylor. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. 30.
Prime time, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 37.
And a Colts 1st down.
Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This time he'll look to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
8-yard gain. 1st down, Colts.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Extra point is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Raiders 10.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Taylor, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
For the Colts field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
33-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Back to throw. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Off play action. Johnson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Johnson. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's David Arnett picking it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Johnson now off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Johnson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
61.
And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use things that kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Johnson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Johnson. He's going to float this one deep. He's got it with the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Wentz now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Johnson. He's going to look deep down the field. Unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Wentz. And then he's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On play action, it's Wentz. Finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
39-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
His kick is
and this one through the uprights and good.
Colts 32, Raiders 27. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for India.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The 48-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Johnson.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Johnson. This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. But I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to run now. They'll be a pick up at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Colts 39, Raiders 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Johnson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Today's final score, Colts.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Indianapolis, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.